Hello and welcome to another episode of a weekly deathmatch. This week it's not phoned in. Well, okay, the footage is phoned in, but there's a very good reason for that. You've got Unreal Tournament again today. Well, firstly, because Unreal Tournament's a good game. It's a good deathmatch game. It might be old, but it holds up, and I enjoy playing it. But secondly, it's because it is double XP weekend in Runescape, and even the mere act of turning the game off. What year is this? Even the mere act of closing the game and recording this is XP waste. So I hope you all feel grateful that I am blessing you with my time today instead of getting divination XP, which is really what any sane person would be doing. I mean, I've got so many bonuses. Okay, so the cool thing about RuneScape is, or one of the cool things about RuneScape is, you can set up so many bonuses to go off at once. So you can earn bonus XP in Treasure Hunter, so that's like your own personal double XP. And then it's double XP weekend, so it's additive, so that would be times 3 XP at this point. And then I have a aura which I can activate for an hour, which gives me plus 10% XP on top of that, and plus 10% XP for 10 minutes when it's activated as well. And then I have a suit which is plus 1% per piece of the 5-piece suit, and then a 1% bonus on top of that. So that is an extra 6% on top of that. And then there's the Clan Citadel bonus, which is an extra 6% XP. And then I was using Protean Memories, which is an item you can use that you can win off a Treasure Hunter again, to earn XP at a good rate outside of a normal skilling. So for old school RuneScape players who think that RuneScape 3 is EasyScape, I say to you, you have a valid point. But I still enjoy RuneScape 3 more, and it's rewarding stacking up those bonuses and using them all in that way, and I just enjoy it. I enjoy not having to grind for this is still a massive grind compared to most games. It's still an accomplishment hitting level 99, and they've added rewards for those of you who haven't played RuneScape in a few years. They've added like master skill capes for hitting level 120. Like there's no actual new gameplay stuff past 99 in most skills, but you can still get, they call it a virtual level 120, and then you can get a better version of that skill cape and show it off, and there's other milestones as well. But that's all I'm going to talk about regarding RuneScape, because Pokemon Let's Go just came out. I got EV Edition because I'm not a heathen and he rides on your head, and so far I haven't played that much. I've just finished Mount Moon. I haven't played it yet today, but I am very much enjoying it so far. So far my only concern is that the trainer battles are much too easy. The first trainer I found outside of Brock, the gym leader, who had 2 Pokemon on him, was some hiker in the middle of Mount Moon. So it's definitely, I knew it would be easier because it's aimed at a new audience and like younger people, I guess, but I just wish it wasn't quite as easy as it is regarding trainer battles. Although they have gone out of their way to add some more challenging trainer battles that you can opt in and out of when you talk to them. But even they are kind of easy. But I'm thinking, like, as I go through the game, this might balance itself out a bit more, and I am starting to see that a bit more now. There was a fight somewhere in Mount Moon. One of the Team Rockets, I think, not the double battle, but one of the Team Rocket grunts, just a normal one. I think I had to swap out like 3 different Pokemon for, just because of status effects and stuff. So that was okay, but I know that the emphasis in that game is more on collecting Pokemon, and I am actually really enjoying that. I really like that gameplay loop of collecting Pokemon, being rewarded for collecting it. Like, you can collect better Pokemon and send the other ones to the Professor, just like in Pokemon Go. And then you can focus on training up your favourites and all that kind of stuff. I do really enjoy that, and I think I'm probably gonna play a lot more of this game. Hopefully even catch them all. This gameplay was recorded a while ago, and I don't remember what that was about. But anyway, so there's that. And then another thing I want to talk about is my Doctor Who rewatch. I think I probably spoke about it before in this series. If I haven't, then I am basically rewatching all of Doctor Who and making blog posts about it. And I just finished season 2, and that's still a very sad season to finish. obviously without spoiling anything for people who don't want to hear about it. There are mild spoilers in my blog post. I point that out in the actual blog post at the start, and then if there's any larger spoilers, I point them out before they happen. But I will put those in the description below for anyone who is interested in reading them, or I'll put season 1 in the description below. You can navigate from there. He said strangely aggressively, navigate from there. Another thing, I actually have stuff to talk about this week instead of last week. Another thing to talk about is A Pointless Pursuit. There's only 2 episodes so far, but that is a new type of video on this channel. New type of video series on this channel, I should say. That's about me doing short runs in score chaser games and seeing if I can beat my previous high score, that kind of thing. So the only 2 episodes I've got out now are in Devil Daggers, which is a game I'd never played until the first episode. And I'm looking forward to doing more of them. It kind of takes the pressure off of having to do an entire roguelike ramble if I don't feel like doing those, but I still want to make content in between these weekly deathmatch videos. That's what that's there for. And when I was making those, I realised that on my Twitter account I tweet out every video I make, and it was starting to get a bit crowded because of my second channel, my 30-second gameplay clip DVR channel. That was hard to say. So what I've done is I've created a separate Twitter account for those DVR clips tweets, so that you can unfollow basically those particular tweets, so that they're not spamming me, or they're not spamming my main account alongside my normal video tweets. And that was a process that was needlessly complicated and took way longer than it needed to. It took like 2 hours out of a day where I only had about 3 hours spare. So I wasn't too pleased with that, but I've made that Twitter account, and so far no one's followed it, but that's fine. I'll just retweet the more interesting clips, and it's just a way of freeing up some I don't know, room, but just stopping spam from happening on my main Twitter account. And that is that. Thank you all for tuning in. We still have a couple of minutes left because I kind of rushed through that a little bit. Shit. I just remember last week when I had absolutely nothing to talk about, so I just kind of that was an interesting week, that was, and I had to do a whole bunch of editing around boobs and stuff. But luckily I don't have that problem this week. Most of the maps in Unreal Tournament 99 don't have nudity in them, so that's a relief. I mean, a relief for the video editing purposes, of course. I don't think I really did very well in this map. Obviously I won because it's only against skilled bots, but this isn't a map I've played a whole lot of, so I didn't really know where a lot of the weapons were and stuff like that. I got better towards the end of the video, I think, but I didn't do a great job against these bots. And yeah, maybe I'll play online one day. I'm sure there's still a few servers around. I can embarrass myself online, and that'll be really fun to watch. Maybe next week. Oh, I shouldn't make promises like that.